Hey everybody, Daniel Fusco here, and welcome to today's 2-minute message. Today I want to share with you a simple encouragement, and that's this: don't give up. We realize we live in a day and age where, as the old song says, I want it all, and I want it now. But oftentimes, the purposes and plans of God takes a lot longer than we want it to. Think of the life of Moses. Moses spent 40 years growing up in the house of Pharaoh, knowing that God was going to use him to deliver the children of Israel. But then Moses had to spend 40 years in the wilderness before God sent him to be used by God for 40 years. So it was probably 30 or 50 years between the time Moses knew what God was doing and God actually did it. And how many of us, if that was us, we would have checked out way before those things ever happened. We would have thrown in the towel, be like, man, this is never going to happen. Brothers and sisters, listen to me. When God wants to do a work, it's never on our timetable. And I think many of us, we quit on something before God does what he wants to do. And so we need to learn how to be people who can persevere, people who are patient, people who can hang in there and trust God, knowing that he has a good plan, but it's going to take longer than we realize. And I don't want any of us to throw in the towel right before God's miracle comes online, and then we miss out on what God is doing. That's what I want you to do. First, I want you to share this video, because in an immediate culture like we live in, which I don't mind living in it, I'm grateful that it's that way, but the things of God have a longer time horizon often. And God wants to do something amazing, and we want to make sure that we learn how to be patient and persevering in the midst of God's timetable being different than ours. And in the comment section, I want you to share some of your long-term prayer requests, or those things that you know that God wants to do something, but he still hasn't done it yet. And we're going to be able to encourage one another as we acknowledge that we're still waiting on the Lord for him to do very specific things. And God bless you today.